Okay, so this week we are learning about the metric system, and you might want to keep a little post-it note when you are doing this homework and write down that there are 100 centimeters that make up 1 meter. M stands for meter, centimeters, cm. And then there are 1,000 meters that make up 1 kilometer. We have this in our classroom, but it might be helpful to have it on a little note at home, so I'm just going to put that right up there. Okay, so on these problems, a lot of them will just be some conversions. So let's see, I'll go down to B, and I'll do 13 kilometers is equal to how many meters? Well, up here I know that there are 1,000 meters in each kilometer, so if there's 13 kilometers, there must be 13,000 meters. Alright, this one's backwards. This one shows 17,000 meters, and if there are 1,000 meters in each kilometer, well, if there's 17,000 meters, there would be 17 kilometers. Over on the other side, it's having you convert from meters to centimeters, so I'll go right on F right here. So in the meters and the centimeters, we know that there are 100 centimeters in each meter. So 19, you would have to times that by 100. And so we know when we times something by 100, we do have a shortcut of adding 2 zeros. So you would end up with 1,900 centimeters. So don't get confused thinking that it's the thousands, because you need to transfer it to 100 centimeters, not 1,000 meters. Okay. Down on number 2, on these ones, you are going to, I'll do number A, or letter A, you're going to need to add in order to convert these. So in class today we said to look at the one you're converting to. So in this case on A and number 2 we're converting to meters. So there's 7 kilometers and 123 meters. So if there's 1,000 meters in each kilometer, this is going to be 7,000 meters plus the 123 meters you already have. That's 7 kilometers transferred to 7,000 meters. So if you add these two together, a mental math problem, that would be 7,123 meters. Alright, same thing on the other side. Letter E, 67 meters and 7 centimeters, we're translating that to centimeters. So we have centimeters right here, but we need to change it to centimeters under the meters. And up here on our post-it note, we know that there's 100 centimeters in each meter. So we have to times that by 100, 6,700 centimeters plus the 7 centimeters you already have. So that would be 6,707 centimeters. Alright, so those ones are pretty simple to do. But down here, they get a little bit more involved, a little bit trickier. So, like if I go down to A on 3, it's having you solve this, but in order to solve it, you need to convert it. So you could do it 2 ways. You could convert it all to kilometers, or all to meters. I'm going to choose to do meters because I think that is a little bit easier. So we have to convert these all to meters before we subtract. That's our operation. So I'm looking at my post-it up here. I am seeing that there are 1,000 meters in each kilometer, so that means I must have 2,000 meters. That 2 kilometers transferred to 2,000 meters, and 303 meters. If I add that together, I'm going to get 2,303 meters. And then I don't have to do anything with this other one. It's already in meters. So I can take my 2,303 meters and subtract it from 556 meters. Alright, so you would do this just doing your standard subtraction. I'm just going to do this really fast, but I would pause it so you can do it yourself. Okay, 13 minus 6. All right, and then don't forget that we transferred this to meters, so you're going to need to label that meters. That's your answer right there, 1,747 meters. Okay, questions like this over here, question D says express your answer in the smaller unit. So right here we have 800 meters, 35 centimeters minus 154 meters, 49 centimeters. So for this one, centimeters is our smaller unit. So there's 800 meters, and you have to ask yourself, what would that be in centimeters? Well, there's 100 centimeters in every meter. So it's looking like 800 meters is going to be times 100, 80,000 centimeters, plus the 35 centimeters you already have. And you can go ahead and add that together. That should be pretty simple. Alright, and then over here, it's asking 154 meters and 49 centimeters. So I have 154, and I have to times that by 100 because I have 100 centimeters for every meter. So it's going, if I add 2 zeros, going to be 15,400 centimeters, and then plus the 49 centimeters I already have. Okay, so now that you have these two, you need to subtract. So there's 3 steps. You have to decode them both before you end up subtracting. So I kind of ran out of room here, so I'm going to do this just down here really quick. Alright, and then I would suggest pausing it when you get to this part so you're not just copying it down. But I'm going to go ahead and subtract this. Alright, so you should end up with your answer of 64,586. Alright, so that's how you arrive at an answer that isn't quite decoded. You're going to want to subtract it using the smallest, or decode it using the smallest unit. In that case, this one was centimeters. Alright, so we're going to continue working with this throughout the week. And just remember, if you want to make a post-it note of 100 centimeters in 1 meter or 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer, that might be a good reference point for you.